Let's see how you can easily send voice messages on Instagram. So there are two ways to send voice messages. One is you can actually use the voices provided by OpenAI. So here they provide voices. These are the voices. For example, let me play this particular voice alloy over here and see how this actually looks like.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. This simple fact has been observed by humans for thousands of years.
So that's just an example of a voice alloy from OpenAI, and you can also use the Elevenlabs as well. So they provide most realistic speech with this particular platform, and you can also have the option to use your own voice as well. So here, if you get any sort of pro plans over here, you can actually clone your voice with any sort of audio files recorded by you and simply use that voice to send any sort of voice messages on Instagram as well. So that's another great option as well. For example, here some of the voices provided by Elevenlabs are here. For example, let me play this particular voice and see how this actually looks like.
I believe that we are fundamentally the same and have the same basic potential.
As you can see here, this voice looks more realistic compared with the OpenAI right here. So let's focus on using a voice from Elevenlabs right here. So here I'm in a demo account and the Instagram is already connected, as you can see here. So if you're wondering how to connect your Instagram, simply go to channels and you will see the option to connect any channels over here, including the Instagram, and you can also click on learn more to see how the integration works. So here it will take just a few seconds for you to connect the Instagram over here. So click on the connect button, simply choose Instagram, and this will be connected in just a few seconds. So now we can build any sort of automations over here. And if you're planning to use AI, make sure to connect your OpenAI API keys as well. Go to settings, integrations, choose OpenAI and connect your API keys. So again, click on learn more to see how to locate your API keys right here, and simply create an API key on the OpenAI platform and connect it over here. And also, if you're planning to use the Elevenlabs, make sure to grab the API keys from Elevenlabs and connect it as well. So here we already have connected the Elevenlabs integration as well. Alright, so now go to the flow section and let me create a new AI chatbot for a coaching business. So here we have some information about this particular Elevate business coaching. So I'm going to build an AI chatbot for this particular business, including the voice responses as well. So here, if you're wondering how to grab information about your business, you can actually use this particular prompt generator tool right here. You can simply enter a particular website address and grab all the information from that particular website address, and also create your own prompt as well. So here we already have an information about this particular business, so I'm going to simply use that one. So here the business name is Elevate Business Coaching. So let me create an AI chatbot and let me say Elevate Business Coaching AI bot. All right, so let me click continue over here. So let's start with an action over here, plus icon action, and we want to send that particular request to OpenAI. So actions, OpenAI, and here you have the option to choose whatever the model you want to use, and also save the response to the custom field as well. So the customer's last message will be sent to the OpenAI right there. So here let me simply copy all the information about this particular business over here and paste it over here. All right, so let me say you are a helpful assistant to this particular business. Right, so I added this particular prompt as well. So the user message will be tracked via this last input. Even if they send a voice note, it will be tracked as well. So save the response to the custom field. So when a particular customer send any sort of questions about this business, it will generate a response using the AI GPT 4 mini model, and where you want to save this response. So you can actually create a new field, or you can actually use the existing field as well. So here we have this field AI output, simply choose this one, and here we have some optional AI triggers as well. Click continue over here and make sure to make this as the starting step. All right, so let me delete this one for now, and here we have created this particular OpenAI action along with generating AI output over here. So we want to send this particular response to the user. Before we send that response to the user, we want to add a condition over here to check whether their input is text. So otherwise we want to send them a voice note. So here you can search for the condition which is last user input type, and if it is text, it's no problem. You can simply send that to the user, because they send a text message and you are simply responding to them in the text. That's okay. But if they have actually sent audio or voice note, then you might need to send them a voice note. So in this case, last user input type, choose voice, and again let's check for the audio as well. So input type audio. Alright, so if their last message is voice or audio, in that case we want to transfer this AI output text into the audio and then send to the user. So in this case we can actually add an action. So you can also use the OpenAI as well. So here choose, or let me show how to use OpenAI, and here you can choose convert text to speech. You can simply add the input text. So in this case the input text will be AI output, and you can choose whatever the voice you want to use here, and save the response to the out field and send that to the user as well. So in this case I'm going to use the Elevenlabs. So I want to add an action again over here and choose Elevenlabs over here. So here I want to use the Elevenlabs over here. The input text will be AI output. So AI output, the voice, what voice you want to use right here. So you can use any of these voice over here, including your own voice as well if you have created an own voice. So let me use a random voice, Sarah. All right, and save the response. So here you can create a new field or choose existing field as well. So here we already have a field, AI audio output. So let me use that particular field, connect this particular block with this particular condition over here, and now we want to send that particular audio to the user. So in this case, send message, instead of using text, choose file audio and insert link, and here just choose AI audio output. Simple as that. So it will be sent as a voice note to the user. So let me publish this one. All right, so now you want to make this particular flow as the default flow as well. So go to settings, general, choose the default flow, save it. All right, so now this simply work on all the connected channels including the Instagram. So let's test how this actually works. You locate it and see how this actually respond to us. So it says Elevate Business Coaching is located at this particular address over here. So here I send a text message, it simply respond to me in text response. So now if I send a voice response, can you please tell me where are you located? So now I am sending a voice note asking the same question, asking where are you located. So now this time it should send me a response back in the voice note as well. So here we receive the voice response over here. Let's see what it says over here.
Are located at 1842 Innovation Drive, Suite 305, Boulder, CO 80302.
As you can see here, it simply says we are located at this particular address in the voice note as well. Ask one more question over here, asking about the founder. Who is the founder and when this was founded? And we received the response as well. So let's see what it says over here.
Founder of Elevate Business Coaching is Dr. Morgan Reynolds, who established the company in 2018.
As you can see here, it simply works based on whatever the business information we have here. For this omnichannel inbox, you can actually track the conversation happened, an agent can send messages, you can actually book appointments, send specific products, and there are other options as well. So that's a quick video on how you can easily send voice messages on Instagram. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Thank you.